Pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the HVRL Maverick Cup Series live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're so glad you joined us here for race 20 of our 2023 Maverick Cup Series season. Hello and welcome. As always, my name is JoeTowNetwork. I'll be joining you here tonight from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for what promises to be a great night of racing action at the Magic Mile. It's usually where I would introduce my co-hostess with the mostest. No co-host tonight for me up in the booth. It's just Joe and Bristol on the cameras here tonight. But of course, as always, it is time for your AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, AutoSim 2 is now available on Steam for $9.99. Endless possibilities with AutoSim 2. 125 laps on our docket here tonight from New Hampshire. 125 miles, 200 kilometers or so. Just a little bit over that 200 kilometer mark. But the race promoters like that nice even number. Qualifying getting ready to get underway. As the drivers are out there on track, I'd like to remind you that if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to us here on JTN. It does so much to help support us. We can't thank you enough for all those that are out there that already are. As we continue on our march towards 1,500 subscribers here on YouTube, just over the 1,400 mark. Again, cannot thank you folks enough at home for all of your constant support of what we do here on JTN. And we hope that you continue to support us. You continue to like all the content we're producing. And, well, we hope you're ready for a good time here tonight, because we are going to have that for you. Again, this is your AutoSim 2 race preview. While cars are out there in qualifying, you'll see those results across the top of your screen. I would like to remind you to let us know where you're tuning in from, or say hello, as Cody already has in chat. Ryan Pace saying New Hampshire is not exactly 1 mile. There's your first fun fact of the night from our very own statistician, Ryan Pace. Unofficial statistician. Officially, though, one of the smartest people in the room. Also, if you have any questions for me up in the booth, I can answer them throughout the night. Ask away. It's one of those nights where you guys being active in chat is such a huge help, honestly, especially when I'm up here with my own thoughts. But folks, again, can't thank you enough for tuning in this evening. Folks, this is dead air. This is bad in our business. Dead air. Not good. New Hampshire, of course, is the granite state, known for granite. which is just rock. We're going to rock your world tonight. Hey, yo. New episode of the Fake Racers podcast out now over on JTN2 and on your favorite podcast platforms. Myself, Davey Hazard, Matthew Seelman talking about this weekend's racing slate. Congratulations to Matthew on his NorCal BMX championship that he won over the weekend. And I'm going to get that new number 1 plate, so go congratulate Matt over on JTN2 on the Fake Racers podcast. Also, Oof Sides over there. Go give them some support. As qualifying has concluded, take you through tonight's starting lineup on pole. It's the 6-time winner here this season. 82, Keith Hughes at a time of 30.053 seconds. Tate Dorsey going to line up in second in the number 6, so a rivalry there on row number 1. The 32 is Zachary Hall, and the 54 Trey Kinsey going to roll off on row number 2, 33.28 and a 33.75. Tom Musa and Phil Parker going to fill out row number 3 rather, in the 04 and 25 cars. Mike Carroll and Xavier Brown, 35 and 30 in row 4. The 95 Garland Oaks and the 51 Jason Dady rounding out your top 10 here this evening. Garland Oaks running a 31.435. Jason Dady running a 31.436. 1/1000th of a second separating those two. Benjamin Snyder going to roll off in position number 11 in the 23, with Mark Snyder in the 27 in position number 12. The 086 of Kevin Torrance, the 007 of Chad Heyer, Joe Peacher and Christian Torres round out your field of 16 drivers here tonight from the Magic Mile. An asterisk next to it because, as Ryan said, it is not exactly a mile. Phil Parker asks, "Hey Joe, how many cautions do you think we will have?" Phil Parker, number 25. That's what he wrote. Bill, I'm not sure. We saw Milwaukee. I think we had 2 or 3 cautions at Milwaukee earlier this year. That's probably the most direct comparison that we have track-wise. You trade Kinsey there in the 54. He rolls off in row number 2 here tonight. Keith says 1 caution. Quentin Moore hopes to be back at Talladega, and message has been retracted. Tate says getting tired of seeing that number 82's bumper. They're soaking tires. We can smell it from our pit box. I don't know how you can smell that. And I hear the air whistling, taking notes from Ty Majeski's crew chief. Tate, are you crazy? You can hear the air? Oh, there's Keith Hughes in the 82. That was your AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, folks, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam. He says they got that fancy valve cap to do the air. I'm supposed to be the only team doing. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to admit that you're cheating too when you accuse someone else of cheating. I feel like that's kind of one of those unwritten rules, maybe. You're there in the 05. Good looking Camaro. There's Jason Dady's 51. Check out Jason Awesome Gaming on YouTube. You're good, Quentin. We're hoping everyone has a great race, too. Hope you enjoy the race tonight, watching it on the other side of the TV screen. David Brown in the 30. Carroll in the 35. Dodge Darts look so good, but man, the build quality is wild. Hughes, we talked about him. Benjamin Snyder in the 22, a fan favorite. There's Tate Dorsey in the 6. But he says, I love that dart in Manx 1718. Does anyone else remember the Don't Touch My Dart commercials? Or is that just a fever dream? Garland Oaks there in the 95. Grubhub car. One car we haven't seen yet is Chad Heyer in the 007, Phil Parker in the 25. I haven't seen Tom Musa out there on track here in Happy Hour just yet. Cody says he doesn't think he remembers them. Look them up. They're funny. Funny commercials. The actor that plays the Pontiac Bandit in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I can't remember his name. Craig Robinson. And the Pizza Hut commercials too. They were a thing. Look them up. Videos are out there. Don't touch my dart. I believe the Dodge Dart was one of the first cars to offer Wi-Fi in it, too. At least the first in the Stellantis lineup. They were also, Chrysler was also the first to offer wireless in-car phone charging with the Dodge Dart. That's interesting. And it was the first Wi-Fi. So the more you know, I would like everyone to take all their bad words about... There's Tom Musa in the 04. Not about Tom Musa. I don't have any bad words about Tom Musa. I love Tom. But Dodge was the first to offer the in-car Wi-Fi. Pretty neat. Something that's a big selling point with like trucks and whatnot now, because you need the Wi-Fi maybe on the job site. Not necessarily the one to comment on that. Chad Higher there in the 007 again, City Chevrolet. Just practice lap times too at the top of your screens on our scroller. Just waiting for this one to get kicked off. Again, so glad you're joining us here tonight. Happy hour is over. Cars getting lined up on the grid as we await the command to get engines fired here from New Hampshire.
Drivers, start your engine!
As we get the command again, it's going to be Keith Hughes and Tate Dorsey there on row number 1. Zachary Hall and Trey Kinsey on row 2. Tom Musa, Philip Parker there in row number 3. Row 4, Mike Carroll and Xavier Brown. And rounding out your top 10 tonight, Garland Oaks and Jason Dady. And all Snyder row number 6 with Benjamin and Mark. Kevin Torrance in the 086. And Chad Higher in the 007. And then Joe Peacher rounding out your field of 15 here tonight from New Hampshire. Again, folks, got a great night of racing action coming your way. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. We are in for a treat. 125 laps here from the track that they call the Magic Mile. Bill makes their way off of turn number 4. Fans are on their feet. Green flag are underway here from New Hampshire. Already Trey Kinsey aggressive going up through the middle. Going to take over the second spot as they're 3 wide for third. Zachary Hall squeaks on through, and Tate Dorsey has a horrible, no good, very bad first set of corners. Falls from second to 5th. In one set of turns is the 54 going to get loose on entry to 3. Power slide from that Monster Energy Toyota now gets down on the flat, trying to gain time on Keith Hughes in the 82. Christian Torres, late entry, late start to this race. The 4 car coming off the pit lane now. Kinsey really sliding it down into turns 1 and 2. Keith Hughes trying to stabilize his lead. Parker in the 25 to the inside of Hall in the 32. Battle for the 3rd spot. 25 encroaches on the 32's territory and takes the 3rd position off of turn number 4. Saw Tate Dorsey and Xavier Brown there battling for the 5th spot. Big send by the 30 down into turns 1 and 2. And he'll clear Tate Dorsey there off of corner number 2. Up front, Hughes making a pass there. Christian Torres, big damage on the back of the 4 car. Don't know how that happened. And late start, so maybe something happened in happy hour. They weren't able to get the car fixed in time. Kinsey also gets on by the 4 and closing the gap now to the race leader, the 82 Keith Hughes. Higher trying to find a way around Mike Carroll for position. Back up front, Kinsey in the 54 applying some pressure to Keith Hughes in the 82. Keith going for a series leading 7th win on the season. Big send by the 54 down into turns 3 and 4, and Trey Kinsey takes over the top spot for the first time here this evening. Hughes with a dive to the inside. Going to try to get a send down into turns 1 and 2. Wants the lead back. Going to try to wrap this bottom line as Kinsey's up the hill. Kinsey going to go for a crossover here off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The race for the lead is as intense as it gets. 54 sends it down into turn 3. Going to wash up the track a little bit. Kinsey now going to get loose down below the 82 of Hughes, and Keith going to be able to power on by on the outside. He will retake over the top spots, solidifying his lead. 1 in the wall. It's the 4. Christian Torres there. They're going to be side by side for the lead again now down the back straightaway. Both shifting now in corners 1 and 2. They shift down to 3rd, shift back up into 4th. Kinsey there on the bottom, Hughes on the outside, side by side, still battling for the lead here. Kinsey retakes the top spot. They are battling Philip Parker. Gaining some time. I'm gonna call you Philip, too, Phil. Phil Parker there in 3rd. Use your government name. Ryan asks in chat, what is your favorite New Hampshire race, Ryan? I think it's the race Brad won here, and Brad Keselowski won in 2014, the Cup race here. That beautiful red Zapoleo car, because I got the diecast of it. That was the only way they were ever going to make that diecast, so him winning that race is a good memory, just because I actually was able to... They made that paint scheme in diecast form. Tate Dorsey, Zachary Hall battling for the 4th spot. Like, love to hear everyone at home what your favorite New Hampshire race is. Maybe you like Jeff Burton putting a whooping on the field that one year. Dorsey takes back over the 4th spot. Battle tightening up here for the 3rd position as Kinsey starts to pull away. Folks, I'm at a loss for words. Tate Dorsey is blown up. We have lost Tate Dorsey from this race. Benjamin Snyder around, caution out here on lap 10. Garland Oaks looks to be involved. What? Oh, man. Folks, this one... Arlen Oaks gonna get into the back of the 05. Spins him around. Mark Snyder gonna make contact with the 95. Here comes Benjamin Snyder in the 22. 95 pulls down in front of him. Oh. Whole field gonna come down pit lane here. 22 and 27 gonna stay out. It's trying to catch up. Torrance in the 86 also staying out. He is a lap down. What does Ford stand for, folks? Fix it again, Tony. Race off pit road. 54 gonna win it. Keith Hughes, Zachary Hall, Tom Musa, Phil Parker, your top 5. Musa gaining a spot on the pit lane. Benjamin Snyder and Mark Snyder having a little... like they're having a little disagreement here about who should be the leader. I don't know if the 22 is trying to come down pit lane there. They are currently scored as our race leaders. I believe we'll be getting the 1 to green here. Mark Snyder goes to the back here. Benjamin Snyder leading us back to green. Back underway here from New Hampshire. Be 3 wide for the lead. Parker trying to push up to the outside of the 54 of Kinsey. There goes Keith Hughes on by the 22. Snyder falling back again. That 22 car spun out, so older tires on that Kia. Still gonna try to get on by. Maybe some contact there with the 30 of Xavier Brown. .30 car into the wall a little bit. Eacher in the 05 misses the corner. Tom Moose and Zachary Hall, they're battling for the 4th spot here on track. Working lap 15. Moose able to clear the 32. Hall, they're going to battle back to the inside at Performance Plus Motor Oil Toyota. Cars just look really slow on that stationary camera at the end of the front stretch. At 13 people currently watching, can't thank you enough for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. It does so much to help support us here on JTN. Getting that like to viewer ratio up is one of the key metrics that the YouTube algorithm uses. So if you are watching, we'd appreciate if you click the like button to help us continue to distribute these races to all the folks on YouTube. Or you can also follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Always led with Twitter, now it's X. Watching Maverick Night in America Maverick Cup Series action from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I'm Joe Twansky here, JoeTowNetwork's coverage of Race 20 of the Maverick Cup Series season. And we are your exclusive home for the Maverick Cup Series in 2023. As Trey Kinsey currently leads the way in the 54. Kinsey there, really, I mean, this 54, he just sends it into the corner, hopes it sticks, and then mashes the gas off. See, Heath Hughes trying to replicate that right now. He's having a hard time of doing that. And continue to watch this battle for the lead. These two, they seem very evenly matched here tonight. It's all about how much you want to really press the tires early on in a run. I don't think you necessarily want to do that, especially with the lead that these two have. You see Tom Musa going on by Zachary Hall there for the 5th spot. Chad Hires up into 4th. Good run going for this 007 crew. Zachary Hall actually lost 2 spots that last time around, so the 32 has been an issue. Welcome in, Derek. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Cody, I think they're overdriving it a little bit. I don't know how much that's really going to come back to bite them, though. We, you know, saw about a 13-lap run there to start the race. Like, they were fine compared to everyone else. You don't want to underdrive it, though, is the other problem. You kind of just want to drive at a good pace, not necessarily the fastest or the slowest. Thanks, Derek. We're doing well here. We're doing well here. Maverick Night in America. 100 laps to go here from New Hampshire when we get to the line. 25 laps into this. About a 5th of the way. Well, exactly a 5th of the way. Remember this, according to Ryan Pace, this track is not a mile. It's false. Calling this track the Magic Mile is incorrect. Coming up on lap traffic, that's Benjamin Snyder in the 22. Looks to be having some internet issues, too, there for that Kia team. Kinsey gonna hug that 22. Oh boy. Gotta be careful of that. No, Sean, they haven't turned it into a Menards parking lot just yet. Got one car around. It looks like Garland Oast in the 95. Leader's gonna be coming on through. To catch what happened there. Doesn't like maybe the 95 just went around. Yeah, 95 just goes around by himself. Nothing to see there, folks. Snyder into the wall here. Battle for the lead's heating up. We got battle back here between lap traffic. Higher there, the 007. Get all over the back bumper of Benjamin Snyder there off of turn number 4. Jason Dady knocking the wall down. As we have just seen someone get impaled. What? Okay. Here's a replay. Musa gets into Benjamin Snyder. Benjamin Snyder into Jason Dady. Also had Zachary Hall going for a spin in turn 3. Like he just shifts down and Goes around. Slowing down. Ryan, that's cruel. Yeah, I mean, here's... Let's go on board with Tom Musa, because I know there's a contact there. I think a lot of... Let's see what happens from the eyes of the 04. Yeah, second caution of the night out here on lap 31. Second caution of the night. I said we'd have 3, so not looking good for my prediction. Yeah, this isn't ESPN, unfortunately, so I don't even know what wide world of sports we're in. Coming back to green, Keith Hughes with control. Trey Kinsey to the outside, Chad Heyer, Phil Parker, and Zachary Hall, your top 5. Lap 33 of 125. Green flag, and we're back underway here from New Hampshire. Hughes up the track, gonna have to face a challenge from the 25 of Parker. Parker pulls off the spot. Hughes now gonna have to fight for 3rd. Heyer looking to the outside in the 007. Now Hughes gonna pull back to the inside of the 25 of Phil Parker for 2nd here off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It'll be a drag race for that 2nd position. Into turn 382 with a slight advantage. He takes the top spot back. So, Derek, we do manual yellows here in the Maverick Cup Series now, so no pace car. Battle for 4th, Zachary Hall, Chad Heyer. Hall disappearing as Musa closes in on where that 32 might be. There he is. There he goes. Actually, Bob, it's a Dodge Charger, and it did not break down, but yeah, contact. 007's around. Zachary Hall's around. We can't even see him. Oh boy. Nothing you can do if you're higher in this 007. Man, this one stinks, folks. Hi, Darren. Hope you're having a good evening. Full field once again coming down pit lane. It's a great time to remind you at home we got some great races coming up here on JTN presented by our friends at SchemeHaven.com. Also called Racing Cup Series action from Texas. Wake me up when September ends. September 21st. On the 21st of September. Do you remember? We'll be at Texas Motor Speedway, so remember that. Then Hobo Racing Cup Series action heads to Texas next Tuesday night, so an off week for us here at Maverick. And Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series action from Talladega on Thursday, September 28th. Those races and much, much more, of course, will be live right here only on JTN. Come back to green, Tomusa. He's going to have control. Come back to lap 39 of 125. Green flag. We're back underway here from New Hampshire. So Parker trying to find a way on the outside of the 27 mark. Snyder can't say that I advise. That almost ended badly. Battle for the lead, though. Kinsey trying to find a way around Musa. He will. Keith Hughes also going to get on by via momentum on the outside. Via. Mamma mia. Kinsey, IndyCar line there off of turn number 4. Back up the track. Trey's just making it fun for us at home, huh? Caution is once again out here. Benjamin Snyder involved in this one. Garland Oaks on pit lane. Oh my goodness. Poor Ben. I don't really have words for this caution, folks. I think Garland kind of comes up, but Ben's coming down. If anything, you might call that on the 22. You're gonna assign blame. And huge hit, that's right. Huge hit. Both those cars out, or at least 22 out of this race. Kinsey just, I'm pretty sure the 54 just had a commitment line violation. Yeah, that would be a commitment line violation. Saw the replay. That was the replay. So we'll watch and see if this 54 is going to get black flag. Straight to jail. Welcome in, Aussie Bill. Hope you're having a good one. It is Wednesday down there. I forget, we've talked about what the time difference is. I don't know if it's still morning. I assume it's just barely morning still. I know it's usually around midday. For you. So you and the dog are doing well. Welcome in, Gordo. Trey Kinsey going to be leading us back to green here, coming to lap 44, 125, 11 a.m. Thank you, Bill. Green flag, we're back underway. Kinsey changing lanes before the start-finish line. Are there rules? Not for the 54. That's what happens when you're a Monster Energy athlete. I kid, but wild scenes here at the front of the field. Oh, Keith. What? 30's around. Caution. Maybe. Maybe there's a caution. Is there a caution? It looks like it. Let's get a replay. Who? Wow. Bill Parker gonna get loose underneath Xavier Brown. And it sends this car into the corner. Not enough grip. Into the 30. Oh, 95, Garland Oaks in wall. Oof. Ka-chow. Race off. Give it to Keith Hughes that time. Trey Kinsey having to park there in the grass. Don't know why. Tom Moose is your leader. Mike Carroll's there in second. Mark Snyder third. I'm very confused. This looks like a sit-in strike. Oh man. Just parked there. Looks like we're going back green. We've lost Zachary Hall from the race. Coming back to green. Tom Musso with control. We're back underway. 54. He's still parked. Mark Snyder's in the wall. Thomas is the leader. Keith Hughes there in second. Ed Higher third. There's 54. He's still stopped there. Can someone get a lap counter going for how long the 54 is on track? I guess it's how many laps down he is. Hughes, Musa battling for the lead. Keithy on the bottom. Tom Musa to the outside. Orange and black cars at the front of the field. Give the lead to Keith Hughes there. Through turns 1 and 2. Again, looking for that season high 7th win. So Parker now to the outside of Tom Musa for 2nd. Be able to take that spot higher in the 007, now looking for 3rd. Musa shuts the door. He'll hold on to that final podium spot for the time being. Maybe Brown up into the wall there in turns 1 and 2. Keith Hughes set and sail. Kinsey seemed to be the biggest challenger to this 82 team. Now Phil Parker going to try to look to fill that void, or can Tom Musa maybe apply some pressure? Here, Keith, too, another thing to note, you know, maybe you can back the pace down a little bit. And you don't have to run your hardest laps anymore. 54 is off track now. Or no, he is back rolling. There he is. I am so confused. Maverick Night in America, everybody. Click the like button. If you haven't already, please click the like button. Please, 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 please click the like button. Please with a cherry on top. Show some support for these Maverick Cup Series drivers. They do a great job each and every week. Phil Parker into the wall. Wanted to avoid a Tony Stewart Watkins Glen situation. Okay. Fair enough. Iyer battling to the inside of Phil Parker. Phil Parker is now gone. Iyer into 2nd. Musa in 3rd. Ordered some Taco Bell. Okay. Fair enough. And Phil Parker has dropped the server. Iyer up the track. Musa to the inside. They'll be side by side for 2nd here down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Musa going to be able to send it down in. It's a little loose underneath contact. Chet Iyer going around here in turn 3. Caution going to be out. Oh, buddy, no, no! Hold the brakes. Don't hit the gas. I see the comment plow in chat. That is one perspective. Problem why these situations are so difficult. If you're... 35 is trying to miss where 007 is. Oh, man. I just want everyone to know I love them. I love them all. Everyone out here on track, I love all you guys. Love all you guys in chat, too. You guys are great. Let us know if you got any fun facts for us tonight. Let us know. Love to hear them. That's a good fun fact, Colby. Keith Hughes with control here for the restart. Chet Higher to the outside. Xavier Brown, Garland Oates. Mike Carroll Thomas, Mark Snyder, Trey Kinsey. That's it. 8 cars. Green flag back underway. 561 to 125. Chad Hires around. Trey Kinsey gonna make some contact. He'll go around. Caution. We're getting a caution here. Maverick Night in America, folks. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. Hope you're enjoying your evening. Hope we're a good part of it. JoeTowNetwork up here in the booth tonight. Just about halfway done with this one. Got producer Bristol on the mics, or on the cameras rather. One of these nights we'll get him on the mic. Like, he would like to remind you that for every like we get on the video, he gets 1 extra treat for the week. So, we get 14. If we only get the 14 likes we have right now, it's only 14 treats for the week. So, Make sure you click the like button so Bristol can get some extra treats. He would appreciate it. He's in his bulk phase. He needs all the calories he can get right now. Fun fact, JTN streams are a net zero product. I don't... What? I mean... I don't think they are, Tate, because I'm sure there's some kind of emissions on the electricity. We're not really offsetting any of that. If anything, whoever's usually up here in the booth with me is full of hot air. Green flag back underway. Kinsey being aggressive here. 27 to Mark Snyder's into the wall. He's trying not to go around. He doesn't. Kinsey's still 2 laps down. Gonna need another caution or 2. Might get one. Musa up into second, battling with Xavier Brown for that spot. Again, Kinsey in the 54, 2 laps down. Okay. I appreciate it, Tate. Everyone just taking it easy right now. That's what you like to see. Kind of watching Trey Kinsey trying to get a lap back. Still 2 laps down. Keith Hughes trying to keep him 2 back. For Keith, you definitely don't want to let this 54 by because you don't want to let him be only 1 lap away from getting back on the lead lap, because then a caution would give him a wave around, give him a lucky dog to get what he needs. Get back on equal footing. You don't want that. In the name of competition, we do, but Keith definitely doesn't. He always takes the easy road out. Kinsey getting into the wall, gonna lose some time now. Musa gets on by. Tom Musa still in second. Chad Heyer is third. Xavier Brown and Mike Carroll, your top 5. Mark Snyder there in 6th. 7th is Garland Oates. And then Trey Kinsey rounds out your 8 cars left in this race. And 15 or 16 end up running laps. Torres late to the track. But did get out on track to get those points for starting the race. Kinsey getting back by Tom Musa, so we're going to give him a little bit more clean air. Always a good thing. Keith Hughes still dominating this one. 50 laps to go, 49 at the line. KTN's coverage of the Maverick Cup Series rolls on in 2 weeks' time. We head into the final stretch of the season. Just 4 races left after tonight. We'll head to Talladega on October 3rd. Then to Sonoma we will go. Schedule wraps up November 14th and 21st from Phoenix, and then the Homestead Miami Speedway. Keith Hughes, again, looking for a 7th win on the year. Feels like this team is cruising to a championship. With 3 straight weeks of Hobo Racing action in there as well, or 3 straight Tuesdays that we broadcast. We'll have a week off for Halloween. Reminds me, upcoming races here on JTN, presented by our friends at SchemeHaven.com, your new source for motorsports paints teams. Mom's Auto Racing Cup Series action heads to Texas on Thursday night. Coverage kicking off at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And Hobo Racing Cup Series action 1 week from tonight is at Texas, 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Mom's Auto Racing Cup Series action heads to Talladega on September 28th. Those are your next 3 races live right here only on JTN. Randall in chat says, tell Keith to stop downshifting. If he was good, he wouldn't have to do that. You heard him, Keith. Well, you heard me say what he said. Read what he said. Randall, hit the like button. Don't forget it. Everyone out there, don't forget to hit the like button. If you forget to hit the like button after I'm reminding you like 20 times to hit the like button, I'm either A, doing something wrong and you don't want to hit the like button. I think we just had almost some contact there at the 54 and 04. make sure you hit the like button. Again, it does a lot to help support us here on JTN. I know I sound like a broken record with how many times I say that during these broadcasts, but getting those likes up, getting the interactions up, it helps so much with what we're doing here on JTN. It helps bring in folks that maybe haven't tuned in before. I saw a couple new names in here tonight, so if you are one of those new names, hello and welcome. If you're new to these, we do these all the time. We got a great back catalog of races. You can watch the entire Maverick Cup Series season up until this race live on demand on our YouTube. You can watch any race that we've broadcast this year or ever that we've broadcast live on demand here on YouTube. We got races dating back to 2 years ago now. We're in our third year. Does that sound right? 2020 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. It's caution being displayed. Tom Musa is missing from our top 3. It's going to get Kinsey 1 lap back, contact with the 04 and the 27, it would appear. Here's the replay. 04 up the track, 27 down the track. Tom Musa just likes taking out the Snyders. I know it's accidental, Tom. I'll get a kindly worded letter from the Packers fan. Loudon. Why do they call this Loudon? Why don't they call it New Hampshire? It always says Loudon on the schedule t-shirts. That's silly. No one calls this isn't Loudon Motor Speedway. Yeah, it is the city, Bob, but we don't call it, you know... You know, they do it for Michigan. Oh, it's Brooklyn. Or Fontana. Oh, it's Fontana. No, it's Auto Club Speedway. No, it's the Michigan International Speedway. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Pocono Raceway. That one doesn't count. Kansas Speedway. We don't call it Kansas City. You know, they call Gateway St. Louis, even though it's nowhere close. That's right. You tell him, Tate. Tell Randall to go do his own pro laps. We need Randall on Tuesday nights here. That's what we need. We need Randall and Colby. Those are the two in chat that I most want to see join the Maverick Cup Series. Randall Coleman, Colby Martin. Two classics from my day. Ryan can be their crew chief. Oh no. We can't be dragging him in chat like that, Sean. That's not fair. Randall, you'd blend in here. I think everyone would blend in. Everyone should join Maverick. Maverick Night in America. Hashtag Maverick Night in America. Use it on your favorite social media platforms. Going back, green coming to lap 86 of 125. 40 laps to go here from New Hampshire. Just a little bit over, under 40 miles. Forget exactly which way the mile is a fake measurement. Shenanigans are afoot. Uh-oh. Take care to expand upon that. Keith Hughes with control. Green flag. 40 laps to go here from New Hampshire. Oh, man. Musa hard into the outside wall. Kinsey going to get involved in this one after contact with the 04. Caution going to be out. Wait, 54 got how do you get back on the lead lap? That what? Enzy just too aggressive. 30 runs to the back of the 54. Tom Musa can't be happy. Shenanigans. Shenanigans, shenanigans, shenanigans. Have you ever? Well, a couple times. Kinsey. Okay, so Kinsey now going to be back on the lead lap. Despite... Okay, now Kinsey's slowing down. Now... Okay, getting back going. Now Trey gonna come down pit lane. Keith Hughes will have control here for the restart. Xavier Brown, Mark Snyder, Garland Oates. Tate, I'm confused. I'm tired, I'm confused. I'm in a booth. The walls are closing in. I don't know what's going on. Chad Hired in 5th. Mike Carroll. Tom Musa, Trey Kinsey, that's how we'll line up for the restart. Kinsey's still a lap down. Green flag, back underway. Hughes quickly ducks to the outside line, gets in front of Xavier Brown. Brown gonna have to hold off a challenge from Garland Oates. Kinsey trying to get back up and get that lap back the hard way. Oh, Garland, oh man. '54 is back on the lead lap. Get a replay. Keith Hughes leads him down pit lane. Colby, next race for Maverick is in 2 weeks' time from the Talladega Super Speedway. Race off pit lane. Keith Hughes will win it. Kinsey now being scored second. So Kinsey's back on the lead lap already. Now dropping to the back is the 54. Now he's just stopped. Evil is afoot. DTU, Xavier Brown, Chad Heyer, Mark Snyder, Tom Moose, Garland Oaks, Mike Carroll. We'll line up for this restart. Alright, folks, here we go. Kinsey is still parked there. We're not going back green. No green. .54 is back going. Leaving all that, though, he went a lap down. So now we'll need, again, another caution to get back on the lead lap. Alright, Keith Hughes with control here. Come to the restart lap, 95 of 125, green flag. We're back underway. Mark Snyder, some contact again with the 35. Kinsey avoiding contact with the 27. We now get to the outside, down the front straightaway. Oh, 54 up the track. Garland Oaks around. Single car spin. We stay green. Side by side for second. Higher in the 007. Brown in the 30. 30, big send down into the corner. Gonna slide up in front. Tom Musa gets on through for third. Xavier Brown now has to hold off a fellow Mustang and Tom Musa. Like, Kinsey has been given back his lap. Musa looking for second. Inside of Xavier Brown. Takes that spot. Xavier Brown and Chad Heyer once again battling Heyer, trying to find a way around. Here comes Kinsey in the 54. Kinsey, big send down into turn 3. Gets on by Heyer. Now looks for third, gets by Brown. Oh, Xavier Brown around. Couldn't tell if there was contact there with the 007. Mark Snyder coming on through. DTU's keeping it green. Show a replay. Oh, Tom Musa went around again. In second all by himself. Here's the replay of that. Mike Carroll makes some contact. That put us under caution. That will line us up with the 54 and 82 on even footing for these last 25 laps. Hit the like button, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend. Tell your friends to tune in. JTN. Face off pit road, about to get really entertaining. Can Kinsey win it? Rolling there in the 54. Beats the 82 to the line. Hughes just wrecked him. Oh no. Oh no. They're both in the grass. What are we doing? I am at a loss for words. Fun times in the grass. So Kinsey going to elect to take the inside line here for the restart. It'll happen with 23 laps to go. So Hughes and Kinsey on the front row sets us up for a dash to the end. Will it stay green? That is the question. Back away we go. Green flag once again. Kinsey clears the 82 before the line. Jumps up in front of Hughes. Down into turn one we will go. Saw some contact at the back. 95 of Garland Oaks into the wall. Tom Musa way up the hill. They'll be 3 wide for fourth. Snyder drops back. Mark that is in the 27. Gives way. Hughes now looking to the outside of Kinsey for the lead. Down to turn 3. Battle for the win. Battle for the lead in the late stages of this race. It was intense early on. It's getting intense once again here as the pay window has opened. Kinsey versus Hughes for the victory in New Hampshire. Contact further back. Mike Carroll into the wall. Musa looking to the inside. There you see Musa going on by. Hughes losing touch with Kinsey in the 54. Kinsey stopped on track multiple times tonight, lost multiple laps, has rallied back with help of caution. Here comes Keith Hughes. Jaws music playing in the headset of driver 54. Hughes, again, a series leading 6 wins, looking for a 7th. Kinsey slips up a little bit through the center. Hughes closing in. Battle for the lead in the late stages of this one. Folks, settle in. This is the end. Make sure you click the like button. Kinsey trying to hold off Keith Hughes. Hughes dominated this race. Kinsey stayed back. Saw the 54 with a questionable call to park the car on the middle of the racetrack, losing 5 or so laps. Decided to get a food order. Now looking for a victory here in New Hampshire, closing in. 17 laps to go right now. We'll get 16 to go at the line. Hughes hard into the wall. He's trying everything in that Honda Accord to find a way around the Toyota Camry as Kinsey's up the track. And if you're the crew chief on the 54 right now, you're telling them, hey, buddy, it's okay. Take it easy. We don't need to push the issue. But this 54 team, they have only one setting, and it is 110%. They've been going at it all night long. 15 to go at the line. Hughes again. Big time momentum. Gains a lot of time on corner entry, doing what he just did with a deep entry, but loses it back on exit. Kinsey with a big send that time into turn 3. Hughes takes the opposite approach. That's the one thing you have to your advantage when you're the guy running in second. You can see what the leader is doing and try something different. Higher there in the 007, the next car in the picture. He sits in third, trying to catch our 2 leaders. Hughes again able to kind of close the gap through turns 1 and 2. But Kinsey able to kind of pull it back here down the back straightaway. Let me go high up above to kind of see this gap and how it fluctuates here in the late stages. Hughes looking to the inside now, corner exit of 4. 13 laps to go. Kinsey up the track, he's loose. Here comes Keith Hughes looking for the lead. Who can get back on the throttle? Hughes back to the point. And now he will try to set sail. Kinsey going to try to do everything desperately. Going to try to get back by this 82. The 54 has been on edge all night long. Keith Hughes has looked comfortable. 16 to go. Kinsey up the track again, losing more time. Here comes Chad Heyer in the 007. Second place might not be sealed just yet if that 007 can get into this picture at the front. Everyone on edge. One of the longest runs of the race here tonight. Top three are cooking indeed. 007 gaining a little bit of time. Lost some that time through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Kinsey. Another deep send in the 54. Trying to find a way to gain an advantage on this 82. At the line, it'll be 10 laps to go. 54 hard into the outside wall. 10 laps to go here from New Hampshire. Can Keith Hughes hold on to the victory? Coming up on lap traffic, that's Mark Snyder in the 27. We'll see how they navigate around that Kia. Both get to the inside into turn 3. Mark gonna stay up high. Higher also gonna get on by. He's into the wall. Keith Hughes has put on a dominant performance here tonight. It hasn't been without challengers. Chief among those, the 54, Trey Kinsey. Trying to find a way to the back bumper of the 82 here in the closing stages of this one. These two dueling it out. Differing strategies out on the track right now. Hughes prevailing for the time being, but still many circuits left. Enough time for this 54 to mount one last charge. Arlen Oaks out of the way in the 95. Keith is trying to hold on to this victory here. Doing a great job right now in that 82. See the 54 a little bit loose. Rapes the wall a little bit on corner exit. Here comes Kinsey. He's back to the inside. He's there, folks. He's going to have a chance here to send it down into turn 3 and get to the back bumper and disrupt Keith. Hughes slow off of turn number 4. Kinsey to the outside. 5 laps to go here from New Hampshire. 54 going to get a run down into turn 1. Keith Hughes up the track. 54 loose. He's loose. Here comes Higher in the 007. They're 3 wide for the lead. Higher gets back in line. Kinsey with another big send down into turn 3. 4 laps when we get back to the line. Here comes Chad Higher looking for second. They'll be side by side. Keith Hughes loves what he's seeing in his rear view. Folks, another classic New Hampshire finish incoming. That's a sentence you don't hear anywhere else except here on JTN. Higher through to second. Kinsey, what a send down into the corner. Dive bomb. Trying to get by the 007. Higher gets clear. Maybe some contact sends the 54 up the hill. He's not going to be happy. 3 laps to go. Keith Hughes clear with the lead. Just can't make a mistake in these final 6 corners. Higher there in second, trying to hold off Kinsey in the 54. This is the battle on the track right now for second. Kinsey retakes the spot. 2 laps to go, this time at the line. For Keith Hughes, it's been a dominant season. It's been a dominant race. Can he hold on for just under 2 miles? Or can Trey Kinsey get back? 54 four-wheel slide there off of turn number 2. You can't say the driver of the Monster Energy Toyota isn't trying to find a way to the 82. Keith Hughes just has to take it easy here. Kinsey's into the wall in turn 3. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Keith Hughes. Kinsey has to be careful. Here comes Garland Oates in the 95. Tom Musa in the 04 going to be able to challenge for 3rd. Down the back straightaway for the final time. A healthy lead goes to Keith Hughes in the 82. He brings it into turn 3. He has 6 wins on the season, folks. Make it a lucky number 7. Keith Hughes wins here in New Hampshire. Trey Kinsey going to wind up in 3rd. Tom Musa in 4th. Xavier Brown will come home in 5th. And Mike Carroll will round out your cars, finishing on the lead lap in 6th. Garland Oaks and Mark Snyder cars all finishing this race. But for Keith Hughes, it's a 7th win on the season. Keithy gets another one. Adds a hat to the trophy case. Adds a W to the win column. And he'll burn it down here for the fans in the Granite State. Oh, that's a healthy burnout. Almost like he's got some practice this year. We'll move on to our post-race coverage. Get your results on your screens. Again, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in to our coverage of Maverick Night in America here from New Hampshire. Make sure, if you haven't already, click the like button on the video. We saw a thrilling battle at the end of this one. As always, can't thank you enough again for all of your support. You can also follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We got you covered on all of your favorite social media platforms. And it looks like we're only going to be able to talk to our top 2 finishers here tonight. Keith Hughes in the 82, Chad Heyer in the 007, Trey Kinsey not here for an interview. I would understand that. A disappointing end to what was a very, very good run. Post-race results on your screens at home. Let's go ahead and go down into victory lane and talk with the driver of the number 82 Honda Accord, Keith Hughes. Keith, you got a copy?
Watch it loud and clear.
All right, well, you're affectionately called Keithy by the fans in chat. How does it feel to win a 7th race?
Oh, it feels pretty good. That was a fun race. I thought everybody did a pretty phenomenal job. Put on a pretty good show. There was battles all the way through. Me and Trey and Chad were exchanging blows. I thought that was just a fun race all around.
How tough was it out there? We saw a lot of guys on edge. I mean, a couple times there, it felt like you were going to be going for a loop. How tough was the setup tonight? And did it make it more fun, though, to kind of be on that edge?
Yeah, it was. You could slide it little. Trey was really good at that. I couldn't do it as good as him. He could throw in the back end around into the turns and a little more on edge than I was. But I was hoping he was burning the stuff down a little more, so it got us to go back and forth. And eventually, he kind of slid up the track a little bit, and I dove it in there. And then Chad came into the picture flying. I don't know where he came from, but he was scooting, and those guys started trading blows and allowed me to pull away because I think Chad had the fastest car there at the end.
When you and Trey ended up having your battle there, and then all of a sudden you're 3 wide for the lead, how terrifying is it to kind of be that car stuck on the outside in that situation?
I thought I was going to need a new pair of pants because Trey slid up, into turn 2, and I saw him sliding, so I slid high, and then Chad dives in underneath. I was like, oh, we're all gonna die, and whoever's in 4th or 5th is gonna win this race.
Well, Keith, you end up bringing home another victory. Again, congratulations on the win. Before I let you go, though, I want to give you the opportunity. Got great partners on the car. Got folks to shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
Yep, want to shout out to Mountain Ops sponsor and my wife for letting me race, and Mondays of Thunder. Really fun, and like Chad's one of those. Tate, like I said, he's too busy worried about what my tires are doing. He needs to take care of his engine. Blowing up on like lap 3 or something.
That was crazy.
That's just poor preparation. I mean, there's nothing that you can't blow up lap 3. That's like Kyle Busch levels of unpreparation they had at Joe Gibbs. I mean, it's unacceptable, but it's par for the course for that team. But I hope you all enjoyed the race. Thank you for hosting it and broadcasting it, and thanks to Ben and Maverick for allowing us to come out and race on Tuesday night.
Well, Keith, again, congratulations on the victory again here tonight. 7th one of the year. As always, it's a pleasure talking with you, and again, can't thank you enough for your time.
All right, thank you. See you later.
Wait, real quick. Are you a lobster fan? Are you going to go eat that bad boy you got down there in Victory Lane?
I wish. I mean, I'm going to ask or Ben if he'll send me one. I like lobster. I want a real one. I don't want a virtual one. I want the real thing.
Congratulations, Keith. Enjoy this one.
Yeah, thank you. See you.
Keith Hughes, driver of the number 82, your race winner here tonight. Let's go ahead and talk with our 2nd place finisher. He's the driver of the 007, secret agent Chad Heyer. Chad, you got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
And I'm saying that right? I'm always terrified that I'm saying your name wrong.
No, you got it. Yeah,
okay.
It was Chad Heyer. Just like that. You just nailed it.
That's just repetition. We put in the work just like you were putting in the work there at the end of this race, running down those 2 leaders. When you saw them make contact and they got side by side, how big did your eyes get, and how fast did your heart start beating?
Oh man, eyes the size of watermelons for sure. Especially since I feel like I'd just been trying to slowly just chip away, and I was like, man, I hope they start to get a little racy up there, and I get a chance. And I was like, holy smokes, this got to be it. But yeah, I think we were probably chugging along at like a 180s for heart rate, without a doubt.
How much fun is a race like tonight where it feels like everyone's all over the track? I know you're involved in a couple incidents too, and that's never fun, but how much fun is a race like tonight where, everyone's kind of sliding around, you can tell everyone's on the edge of control, and at the end of the day, you're able to have some really fun racing?
Yeah, honestly, it's a blast. I think it's way more fun, I think, to have races like this versus some of them. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to tell. It's nice to have a good race where you can see some tire wear and maybe some fuel strategies, but I'm sure like the fans probably love watching this just a little bit more, having a little bit more action here and there, and restarts are always fun. So definitely a super fun one tonight for sure. It's just fun learning along the way. This, believe it or not, was my first time even racing New Hampshire, so I was trying to learn and do everything on the way and just try to keep it clean. But like I said, sometimes it's kind of tough when it is such a kind of a slicker track and you're kind of all over the place.
Well, Chad, again, a great run here tonight. 2nd place finish. Congratulations on that. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Got some great partners on the car, some iconic partners. I'm sure you got folks to shout out as well. Want to give you the opportunity. The floor is yours. You know what to do.
I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. First and foremost, thanks to my wife and 2 kiddos for letting me always come and race here a little bit, have some fun with the boys, and just do a little bit of racing. But of course, always shout out to my home league, Mondays of Thunder as well, all those guys and whatnot. But of course, it's just to Ben here and running a great Maverick league here. It's always so much fun on Tuesdays, something to look forward to. And if anybody's ever out there watching and wants to get in, come over to Maverick or Mondays of Thunder and have some fun, I'd say.
Well, Chad, we had fun up here in the booth tonight watching. Sounds like you had fun behind the wheel. Again, congratulations on the 2nd place run here tonight. Always a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. And again, cannot thank you enough for your time. Go celebrate this one, buddy.
Will do. Thanks, Joe. Thank you to JTN also for always sponsoring this and giving us something to perform for. So I appreciate you guys.
Heck yeah, I appreciate you, Chad, and it's our pleasure. Chad Heyer, driver of the 007, your 2nd place finisher here tonight. Folks, that's going to wrap up our coverage here. No interview for 3rd place finisher Trey Kinsey. He has left the building. Remember, if you haven't already, click the like button on the video. It does so much to help support us here on JTM. We can't thank you enough, again, for that support. Make sure, if you haven't already, you are also subscribed. You can follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, until they start making us pay for that, if they do. Because we're cheap here at JTM. We get you the best coverage with, what we can. Remember, the next time we're live is going to be Thursday night, Texas Motor Speedway Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series action there at that track for the first time this season. Remember, Maverick Night in America returns in 2 weeks' time at Talladega. Come on out, race with us. Got the link to sign up down in the video description below. And with all that being said, folks, for all of us here at JTN, for our producer Bristol, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the trioval. Whitehill is through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and they're wrecking behind them. We have cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down, it doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won a Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Cinder and Bordeaux for
The contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the ride to